Hi guys, my name is Dr. Lee Sung. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is something most men never properly understand. And this confusion leads to wrong expectations, wrong usage, and disappointment. Cialis is one of the most commonly used medications for male performance-related concerns. But the truth is, most people have never been properly explained how it actually works in the body. And because of that, two men can take the exact same tablet and experience completely different results, and then both start believing different myths. One thinks it is magic, the other thinks it is useless, but both are wrong. The reality is far more scientific, far more dependent on the body, and far more connected to lifestyle, blood flow, and mental state than most people realize. Let's start from the very beginning. Cialis does not create desire. It does not force anything in the body, and it does not act like an instant switch. What it actually does is very specific. It supports blood flow in a very controlled biological system. When a man feels sexual arousal, the brain sends signals, and those signals tell the blood vessels in a specific area of the body to relax, allowing more blood to flow in. This increased blood flow is what creates the physical response. Now, Cialis helps by supporting this relaxation process. It makes it easier for blood vessels to open and stay open for a longer time. So instead of creating something new, it improves an already existing natural mechanism. Think of it like a pipe system. If the pipe is partially blocked, water flow becomes weak. But if you remove resistance inside the pipe, flow becomes smooth and stronger. That is the simplest way to understand its function. Now the real question begins. Why does it work very well for some men, and not as strongly for others? The first and most important reason is blood vessel health. If a person has healthy arteries, good circulation, and no major damage from lifestyle issues, then the medication works efficiently, because the system it is supporting is already in good condition. But if a person has long-term issues like poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, obesity, or conditions like diabetes, then the blood vessels are already weakened. And in that situation, even strong medication cannot fully restore perfect function. This is not about the medicine being weak. It is about the foundation it is working on. Now, the second factor is nerve signaling. The brain plays a central role in sexual response. It is not only physical, it is neurological. Even if blood flow is improved, the brain must still send proper signals for arousal. And if that signal is reduced due to stress, fatigue, anxiety, or emotional pressure, then the response becomes inconsistent. This is why mental state is just as important as physical state. A relaxed mind allows proper signals. A stressed mind blocks them partially. Now the third factor is expectation. Many men expect immediate strong results without understanding that this medication works in coordination with natural stimulation. If someone expects an automatic reaction without arousal or timing, they may feel disappointed, even though the medicine is active in the body. This mismatch between expectation and reality is one of the biggest reasons for confusion. Now let's go deeper into something very important: stress and performance anxiety. This is one of the most underestimated factors. When a person starts overthinking performance, the brain shifts from natural response mode to control mode. In control mode, the body becomes tense, blood flow becomes less efficient, and natural signals become weaker. This creates a cycle. More worry leads to weaker response. Weaker response leads to more worry. Even strong medication cannot fully override this mental loop. Now, timing is another major factor. Cialis is not an instant-acting stimulant. It is a long-duration support medication. It stays active in the system for many hours, sometimes even more than a day depending on the individual. But staying active does not mean instant effect. It means extended support during natural activity. So if someone takes it and expects immediate change within minutes without proper natural stimulation, they misunderstand how it is designed to function. It is built for flexibility, not instant shock response. Now, lifestyle is a huge hidden factor that most people ignore completely. Sleep is one of the strongest regulators of hormones and recovery. Poor sleep reduces overall body efficiency. Physical inactivity reduces circulation strength. Excess alcohol affects nerve communication. Smoking damages blood vessels over time. All of these factors slowly reduce natural performance ability, even before medication is involved. So if lifestyle is weak, the response will also be weaker, no matter what support is used. Now, another interesting point is why some men feel it works less over time. In most cases, the medicine has not stopped working. What has changed is either health condition, stress level, or psychological expectation. Sometimes a person becomes more anxious over time. Sometimes lifestyle becomes worse. Sometimes emotional pressure increases. All of these factors can reduce perceived effectiveness. Now, very important safety point, Cialis affects blood circulation, so it must always be used under proper medical supervision, especially in people with heart conditions or those taking certain medications. Mixing it incorrectly or using it without understanding personal health conditions can be dangerous. This is why medical guidance is not optional. It is necessary. Now, if we talk about improvement without focusing only on medication, there are real foundational changes that can significantly improve results. Better sleep improves hormonal balance and recovery. Regular exercise improves blood circulation and vascular strength. Stress management improves brain-body communication. Balanced diet improves overall cardiovascular health. When all of these factors improve together, the natural response system becomes much stronger. And any supportive medication also works better. So the final truth is simple. Cialis is not a magic solution. It is not a shortcut, and it is not a replacement for health. It is a support tool for a natural biological process. And when the body is healthy, the mind is calm, and expectations are realistic, it can be very effective. But when health is ignored, stress is high, and expectations are unrealistic, results will always feel inconsistent. Understanding this difference is the key between confusion and clarity. And once you understand how your body actually works, you stop relying on myths and start making informed decisions. If you want more deep and real explanations like this, stay connected, because the more you understand your body, the better control you have over your health and decisions. And this is where real improvement begins, not in shortcuts, but in understanding.